Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, December 1st. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So after a rampage by the bulls yesterday in I period, the market really holds its own very nicely today. We did gap higher on a monthly gap only to see it filled in B period. We do take back the price probe and get into our first set of single prints, but that's it. So for all intents and purposes, you know what the market did today? We had an inventory adjustment with the overnight inventory a little bit in A when we got below the opening. B popped up, and then boom, quick liquidation break. And by quick, I mean it was a liquidation break of $3 or so. So, no, what am I saying? $5. So you had a $5 liquidation break shaking out some weak longs. C barely took out the IB low, and then we spent the next 5.5 hours trading between not even B's low and A's low, really, to take back the whole trend day. We finally took it back in H. Triple Q's took back their trend day in C period. They end 12 out of 13 wide. They went back and forth through their opening, 12 out of 13 time frames. Russell ends up with the best shape of all, a nice B shape as they end 11 wide. They didn't even get to their single prints. Remember, they were only a double distribution day. SPY ESQs got into their first set. So this is healthy overall. Volume only 70 million today. But again, we did have a very wide POC. So again, is this long-term money that, took a stand here with this wide POC buying it? That's possible. I also said to the room, after C period, we won't make a new high or low on the day. I said if we did, it would be late in the day. Never did it. Why did I think that? For a couple of reasons. I didn't think we'd go make a new high after that liquidation break. The buyers were tired. But also, after C's push-up, and they couldn't really get going and getting a wider POC and couldn't make a lower low, I was hoping to make a new low in F, test the 200-day moving average, and come back, but that never happened. So I just thought that the steam on both sides of the market was out of it, and it certainly was as we traded inside of B. Had a good day today. I was more comfortable on the short side, although in A period, I did take 3 longs and did well. No, I'm sorry, not 3 longs. I took a 3 lot. I took a 3 lot of the minis above the opening and did well on that. Then in B period, I took a 2 lot short to go fill the gap. Did well on that. I went long in B when it really flushed down to the price probe. And then I'm like, I'm not really liking it here. It's not holding. I took it off. I scratched. That was a good scratch because we went lower, but not much lower. And we never saw that level again, except one time in F. But that's all right. I scratched on it. But in C period, I did well. I shorted it on a 3 lot one point. When it pushed up, it came back. And then when it got to the overnight low, I took a 1 lot. I was getting a little heat right around the half back level. I put on a nice 4 lot, and it came in about 5 points for me, and so it was a really nice trade. I took a long in D, thinking we would hold the overnight low at one point. Got below it, took it off for a small loss. G period, took a long, a 3 lot to stop. I thought we'd stop the one-time framing. I also thought we might go get into the singles. Well, I innovated, and it paid me, and I took the last one off at 84, and a good thing that I did, because, not at 84, couldn't have been 84. Well, maybe it was. But anyway, never got into the single prints there, so I'm glad I got out. I took a long in H to go get the single print fill. I bought it at 86, 87, never got to them at that point, and then it came in. I took it off for like a 3-point loss, and then I took 2 nice shorts, one in K and one in L, because I'm like, once they filled the singles, I didn't think they were going to go and get the opening or the high based on what I had said earlier. So it was a good day overall. And my last day, I will not be here tomorrow. Remember, non-farm payroll. That's another reason I said I think the high and low are in. Once we started playing in this area, look where we did all our business in like a 10-point area. I said they're going to now wait for this next stupid-ass number. So For the upside, we have today's high of 410 in SPY. You should have all the other ones I gave you yesterday to the upside. Downside, we have today's 11 wide point of control, 407.38. Afternoon pullback low of 405.52. I'm using F's low. And then today's low of 404.75. In ES, downside, 11 wide POC, 82 and a quarter. Afternoon pullback, 62.25. And today's low of 54.50. And today's high of 41.10. Now, the reason I'm using F's low, even though it's not that far away from the day's low, it's still about 70, 80 cents. But since we're one-time framing up on the daily, that's your last line of defense. So that's why we're buyers, they defended today. If we take out F's low tomorrow, then there's a very good chance we're going to come back into balance on the daily. So that's why I think F's low is good to use, and it's important. And then on the charts, I'm going to break them all down for you now, since I won't be here tomorrow. And again, thank you for your likes and subscribing to this channel. Balance on the monthly in the Russell. That still hasn't changed. They're still trying to get above these couple of highs. Weekly, balance, but a chance for an outside week up if they close above 186.37. If they close, now listen, these are fragile traders. So if the non-farm payroll upset this market, last week's low is 181.43. So everything's on the table, an outside week up and an outside week down, but it is balance either way. So balance on the monthly and weekly, and the daily, believe it or not, is still balanced. Look, we never took out this high. So the ES is still balanced on the daily. They could not get above this high from back on November 15th. So they're balanced in all three time frames going into tomorrow. Triple Qs, monthly, I'm still going to call it balance, right? Even though it took out last month's high, you can call it up. I'm going to use September's high as the balance high for me. If we get above that, then that would be up on the monthly. For now, I'm still calling the monthly balance in triple Qs. Weekly. Now, the weekly high was 293.26 2 weeks ago. We did take it out by a couple of dollars, but we did take out last week's low. So for me, it's still balanced because we took out last week's low. And again, we have a chance for an outside week up or down, but most likely up. They're pretty far away from last week's low. So the monthly is balanced. The weekly is balanced. The daily is up. And then for the SPY and the ES, monthly is balanced. We need to at least take out September's high of 411.73. We got to 410 today before I would even consider going up. And I'm not sure if I would call it up on that one or wait for August high. But probably I would call it up if we took out September's high. But for now, it's balance. The weekly, up, clearly up. But here's the thing. Lower highs. Look at this. This is a pretty important line in the sand for bulls. I said that's right around September's high. I still firmly believe we're going to test September's high. But getting September's high and getting acceptance above it is two different things. If we get acceptance above it, we'll break this trend line, and there's a good chance to go for August high. If we can't, guess what? We have our new lower high for the year. And then on the daily, up. So the monthly is balanced, the weekly is up, the daily is up in the S&P. I hope you guys and gals had a great day trading today. Enjoy your weekend because I will not be here tomorrow. And I'll speak to you all prior to the opening on Monday.